I'm getting the chance to unbox the brand new Google Pixel Watch 4. This is the 41mm Wi-Fi edition. This is the polished silver aluminum case. All right, let's get this guy open. And for full disclosure, so I purchased this with my own money. This was not something that was sent to me. All the information in this video is just my own opinions. I'm not affiliated with Google here in any way. And I have previously done videos on the Pixel 3 watch. If you want to check out any of those will be linked on my channel as well. Open this up, and that's got our watch band. So this is our small watch band. So very cool. Popping that out of the box. So I just want to show you up close. This is the porcelain colored active band. Let's see what else we've got in here. I love all the little arrows, giving us easy access to pulling everything out. Google Watch 4, safety warranty and regulatory guide, and then the instructions that come with it. Literally one page that just opens up, 1, 2, 3. So this unfolds. There's another band included. This is the large, and then we'll just look at the differences here in sizing between the large and the small. So let's talk about putting the band on. So the inside of the band has these little metal ticks, and those have to line up with the ticks that are on the actual watch itself. Easiest way to do this is to find the little release button that's on the right side of where the band's going to go, and put the corner of the watch band into that so it actually pushes that button in, and then you're going to slide it to the left. The whole band goes to the left and pops into place, and that seems to work pretty good. Now when you take it back off, this is where I seem to have a little bit of issue with it. You have to get your finger in there to push down the button. I have fat fingers and not a lot of fingernail, so it's a little harder for me to push on that. But then while you're trying to use one finger to push on that, the other hand has to be sliding the watch band back over that button to get it to be able to come out. It just seems like it's more work than it needs to be. All right, there you go. That is what the watch looks like with its bands on. There's more in this box here. This apart. There we go. There is our charger. So from this point, our chargers on this model are located on the side, not on the back. So if we were going to set this in the charger, ooh, look at that, it's just kind of magnetized and goes right in. You just get the cable, so you are going to need some sort of USB-C charging brick. I've got this from probably a previous Google Watch or something, but we'll go ahead and plug this in, and with power, look at that, we're lighting up, and let's see how we start up here. All right, from this point, we're going to need to pair this with my phone. And it's cool because whichever way I've got the watch facing, it's going to go ahead and maneuver the screen, as long as it's on the charger at least. So to do the actual setup, you're going to want to download the Google Pixel Watch app, and this will work for any Android phone that you might have. Let's open this up. And I'm going to go ahead and set up watch and allow permissions. Okay, you're going to need to make sure that you have Bluetooth enabled, and then it was able to find here the Pixel Watch 4, so we'll go ahead and tap on that, and it's going to go ahead and pair to the watch. From this point, verifying the number, it's going to have me sign into my Google account and agreeing to all the terms, and I'm going to wear this on my left wrist. We're going to set up some more stuff. And we're going to connect the watch to the Fitbit app. I'm actually replacing the Pixel Watch 3. More stuff to agree to. Now the Fitbit account's connected. And look at that, my Google Pixel Watch 4 comes with a 6-month Fitbit Premium membership. So we can go ahead and sign up for Fitbit Premium. And then you can select apps for your watch so we can set those up. Let's talk about some of the new features and new things with design for the Pixel Watch 4. First off, the screen is brighter, up to 3000 nits brightness, making it easier to see outdoors. It has slimmer bezels, about 16% smaller, and 10% larger of a touch screen compared to the Pixel Watch 3. Obviously, the new charging system, it's actually a quick charger, which is pretty cool. You can get up to 50% charge in about 15 minutes from near empty. The watch also features better battery life, so Google claims it gets up to 40 hours under typical use. Unlike previous versions of the watch, if you pop the bands off, you get access to these little screws. There's one on either side of this, and then using some tools, you can actually pry the back of this off. So for maintenance, you can actually do or have a service do a battery replacement for you, which has not been something that has been possible on previous Pixel Watch models. The watch itself is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon W5 Gen 2 chip, paired with a Cortex M55 coprocessor. This helps with doing the different functions that are on the watch, as well as using Gemini. So the Pixel Watch 4 is the first watch to integrate Gemini into it, and it has its snazzy raise to wake feature where you don't have to say any phrase to get Gemini to respond to you. I'll show you an example. Find me a good chicken noodle soup recipe. Let's see what it comes up with.
I suggest the classic chicken noodle soup recipe from 2 peas in their pod, which uses shredded cooked chicken, vegetables, broth, and wide egg noodles, ready in about 30 minutes.
That's fun. Tell me a funny joke.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
So the raise to talk feature is pretty cool. If you prefer to still use the phrase option where we used to say hey, you can do that. You've also got this button that's in the upper right that you can go ahead and long press, and that's going to bring up the option to talk to Gemini as well. The watch has also gotten really good at, they've improved the auto sensing for workouts. You can also still access your workouts by going into the different apps. You can go here, and then you can see here all the different workouts that are available. You can see all exercises, and there are a ton of them. Pixel Watch 4, they've also improved the health and fitness, so improved sleep tracking, skin temperature sensing, and expanded sensor data. So you have satellite SOS and emergency communication features. Some of these have been on previous Pixel models, but again, they've just kept all these and improved on them. So you can turn on SOS, so it'll quickly call 911 for help in an emergency. It also has fall detection that you can turn on. Again, it will get help by calling emergency services if it detects a hard fall. It has car crash detection, so you can get help calling emergency services if it detects a crash. It also has loss of pulse detection, which I currently have off, but it will get help calling emergency services if a pulse isn't detected. And then you can put in all your emergency info, emergency contacts, and medical info right into the watch. The Pixel Watch comes in 2 sizes, 41 millimeter, which is what you're looking at right now, and the 45 millimeter sizes with Wi-Fi capabilities, and then there is an LTE model. If we go ahead and just go, and I'll push the crown here, you can see all the different apps. Of course, you can install all the different apps that are available for Android on the watch using the Google Pixel app, and then going in and you can do things like you can arrange them like this. You can have them arranged by list view. So all the fun ones that I like using, Spotify, Audible, calendar, it's even got the very convenient easy voice recorder. Lots of great things here. Fitbit exercise, Fitbit relax, tons and tons of stuff. It is NFC, so that it will do the contactless payments, so you can install any Google Wallet cards you want for payment. It's compatible with Google Home. You've got maps on here, messages, so you'll get all your notifications, and then of course you can take phone calls with the watch as well. Swiping to the right is going to review different tiles. You've got quick start things right here, so if you want to start a workout, let's go ahead and do that. This is going to bring this up, and we do want it to access the device's location, so we'll say while using the app, From this point, if we're going to do a run, we'll just go ahead and start that up. It's going to look for GPS, and we are connected, so we would be good to go. We can just swipe to the right to either pause or end the workout. And then if we were going to end it here, hey, look at that. It'll give me a recap then on the exercise as far as stats and all sorts of information. And of course, this will all then sync to your Google Fit or whatever you're using for your fitness tracking. Long pressing down on the screen brings up different watch faces, and by just tapping on the screen, it's just that quick and easy to go ahead and update the watch face. Many different watch faces available in the app, so making it very easy to customize what you want for the watch. Swiping to the right reveals all of our different tiles, so we've got things like steps. We can go ahead, I could see my sleep. I haven't worn the thing enough to be able to track that. Heart rate, so all sorts of different tiles. You can customize these in the app that's on the phone. Just use the crown here to go up, and you can see what different notifications are going to look like. Examples here of like emails, and then of course you can just tap on these text messages. It's going to open them up then on your connected phone. Swiping down from the top of the screen reveals all of the quick settings, all sorts of buttons to help you out turning things on and off with the watch. Price is similar to previous models, so the 41 millimeter is $349 and the 45 millimeter is $399. Overall, so far, my first impressions with the Pixel Watch 4, very impressed with it. It is definitely a very slick and stylish watch. If you've been intrigued by the Pixel Watch, maybe you've had some of the previous versions, or if you're looking at the Pixel Watch 4, this is definitely something to check out. I'm going to leave links down in the video description if you want to click over, see current pricing as well as current information on these watches. I'm also going to be doing another video coming out shortly that is a hands-on comparison side by side of the Pixel 4 watch and the Pixel Watch 3. So that you don't miss that video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss any of my future videos. My name is Jeff. I do appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you in the next video.